Good afternoon. Welcome to the Author Chat Show. I'm your host, Lynda D. Brown. My guest today is author Meghana Sarathy, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I'm just waiting for Megan to call in. She is actually calling in from India, so bear with us. We're experiencing some technical difficulties here as we transition over to the new Google Hangout using YouTube Live. So while I wait for her to come on, and I'm hoping that she can hear me, I just resent. So Megan, I just resent you a new link. If on the Author Chat Show, please drop me an email at theauthorchatshow@gmail.com. Again, that's theauthorchatshow@gmail.com. We have two platforms. We are trying to make sure that we get this Google or YouTube Live up and going. So that way it's another platform for our authors to be able to use. And we also still use our Blog Talk Radio, which is the audio interview that I then create using some of the images that you send me, your book, your author picture, any other books that you have out there. If you have some images from your book signings, events, I allow you to send up to 10 images so that we could create a great YouTube video of your interview. So again, I am just waiting for author Meghana Sarathy, Sarathy, to log on so that we can discuss. Oh dear. So it apparently looks like she's having. Can you just okay, bear with me one moment. Bear with me. Okay, we're going to get this done. Okay, so bear with me. Bear with me. I'm just trying to just send me a text. So I'm just. I'm not real sure what's going on here. All right. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Megan. This is why unfortunately, I love the concept of YouTube Live using the Google Hangouts on air, but unfortunately, it just does not work out well for my show. I'm not sure what the problem is, but I'm here waiting for you. And if we cannot get her on here, we'll probably have to reschedule this once we get this taken care of. So Megan, if you can at least hear my voice, I just sent you the invite. All you have to do is click on that, and it should pop you right up in my little screen here, so that we can go ahead and do the interview. All right. So let's see. She just sent me another email. Okay. All righty. So bear with me. I'm going to send her another link. All righty. So let's see if I can get her in here. Let's see. I think I used the D. B. All right, guys. So we're going to get this going here. All right. So hopefully she will get that one. and we can go ahead and get the interview started. If not, we'll probably have to figure out another way to get my international authors on here, because I do want to make sure that international authors can also, there we go. There she is. Megan, there you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, your lighting is very dark. So can you get into an area where there's a little bit more light?
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Okay. There we go.
Better?
Perfect. Much better.
Okay.
Okay, you got that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. Now you're kind of freezing in the frame. There we go. Perfect. Hello, Megan. And welcome to the Author Chat Show. Can you see and hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay, great. Well, I have you on camera. So basically, the listeners will be able to listen to my voice, but they'll be able to see you. So I hope you have a copy of your book in front of you, so that way you can show them the book cover. Do you happen to have that in front of you?
Yeah, 1 second, I'll get that.
Not a problem.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, great. Okay. Now, again, so let me kind of start over for those of you just tuning in. All right, this is welcome to the Author Chat Show. Today's guest is author Meghana. Is that pronounced Sarathy? Did I pronounce that correct?
It's Meghana.
Meghana. Okay. Oh, I like
Yeah.
that. Meghana. Okay, and how do you pronounce your last name?
It's just Meghana.
Excuse me? Repeat that again.
Okay, my name is Meghana.
Meghana. And what's the last name?
Sarathy.
Sarathy. Okay, because we want listeners after the interview to be able to go on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, wherever books are sold, to look for your book. Now, before we get, okay, great. Before we get started, I'd like to, since this is your first time on the show, yeah, you're kind of blurry there. I'm not sure what's going on. There you go. Perfect. I'd like for you to get started by telling us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been writing?
Okay, I've been writing since nearly an year now, an year and a half actually. When I was doing my undergraduate, that's when I started writing.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And so when did you decide to start publishing your books as well, Meghana?
Actually, when I first started writing, I didn't know when I would be publishing it. I didn't have any concrete idea in mind, so I just wrote because I love to write. And once I finished my first book, since it's a series, I started working on my second book. And after I completed it, I started asking my friends to read it. And 2-3 months prior to that, I thought of, okay, fine, maybe I can, think of publishing it, but I had no relative in my family or friends who had done something similar. So it was a step I had to take on my own without any support or help from others. So once I had all my finances set, I went to publishing, and it took me around like 2 months, 2 to 3 months actually, for all the editing, formatting, everything to be done. And then I self-published it, because I didn't want to approach any literary agents initially, because I thought that it would just take too much time, and it's very hard to get through to them. So I thought at least my first book I would self-publish it and promote it extensively so that they can reach a wider audience. So
Great.
that's how it started.
Okay, great. And tell our listening audience where you're calling in from.
Oh, I'm actually calling in from Bangalore, and that comes in India, that is in Asia.
Wonderful, wonderful. And again, even though we're still trying to get the bugs out of our Google Hangouts or now YouTube Live with Author Chat Show, this is a great way for international authors to promote their books to the world. So I'm glad that we were able to finally get this taken care of. All right, so Meghana, tell us a little bit about your book. What's the title of the book and what's it about?
Okay, the title of my book is Love Connection. So it's actually it's okay. It's a new adult romance, but basically it's a love triangle at its core. But it's something very unconventional and unique. I mean, I read a lot of books, especially in romance, and so when I started writing, I thought I would write a romance which is very different from what I usually see. Like usually it's a second class romance, or even if it's a love triangle, it's kind of predictable, especially towards the ending. But that's why I thought of writing a story which has characters which are flawed, like the kind of characters maybe you can't like completely admire because they do their mistakes, but at the end of the day, they learn from their mistakes, and yet they have this beautiful love story which person. So I would call it an unconventional love triangle. I mean, that's how I would, like to define it or tag it.
Exactly. Wow. Well, I'm sure those of us that are romance readers are very familiar with that love triangle concept. So, Megan, if you have a copy of your book in front of you, would you mind reading a small excerpt from your book? Now, when I'm doing my audio, I usually take this time to do a commercial break. Unfortunately, we don't quite have the equipment or the to do that. So while she's doing that, I'm going to focus the camera back on myself while she's looking for that. And again, tell you again, the name of her book is called Love Connections. Is it just currently available on Amazon as a Kindle?
Yeah, actually, the paperback is available in many bookstores online.
Okay.
But since I'm a part of the KDP program, that is Amazon Kindle publication, the Kindle version is available only on Amazon.
Okay, great. All right. So did you find an excerpt that you'd like to share with our listening audience? And it should be something that is so compelling that once we finish the interview, those will be people will be interested in finding out how they can get a copy of your book. And while you do that, I'm logging in.
Actually, I thought that I could just read the blurb so that I wrote it so that it's quite interesting and people, at least the romance leaders, will get compelled to read it. So I think I can just read that.
Great. Go ahead, sweetie. Go ahead and get started.
Okay, so this is the back of the book, the blurb. This is how it reads. Okay, I have a boyfriend, but he was never just my friend. I have a best friend, but he never became my boyfriend, and he also has a girlfriend. My heart is split into two parts, where each part beats for a different person. I want to spend most of my time with my boyfriend, Lyndon, but every second spent with my best friend, Brandon, feels like a lifetime. I want to see my Lyndon always smiling, but Brandon always brings a smile on my face. Lyndon breathes life into me, but Brandon makes my heart to beat. I'm Jennifer Collins. This is the story of my life. It's ugly, it's beautiful, it's filled with angst, but the end is worth the turmoil. You might like me, hate me, despise me, or understand me, but you will get to live my story. At last, I will ask you, will you be able to choose between the two? This was the blurb.
Wow. Okay. That is quite spicy.
Yeah, I
Okay.
hope for the same response, and I'm glad I got it.
Okay, and so this is book one in the series, is that correct?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, we couldn't hear you. Is that correct?
correct. It's the book one.
Okay, it's book one. And currently it's available on Kindle on Amazon for $2.99. Do you have it available in any other formats?
Yeah, in paperback, it's available in many bookstores online, like even the well, it's the iTunes and the Knox and Barnes and Nobles.
Okay.
It's available in paperback versions over there, but Kindle version, it's available only on Amazon.
Okay, great. Okay, so then you did something that we definitely recommend that authors do, and that is make sure that you have that book available in as many different formats as possible, so that way you can grab a great different segments of the reading audience, because you have people that are just going to read paperback books or hardcover books, some that are just going to
Yeah.
read ebooks. Exactly. And now, there's also an ebook, I'm sorry, an audio book. Have you thought about creating an audio book for that, for your book?
Yeah. I have been considering that. Even Amazon gives me the chance, but I haven't started working on it yet. I mean, I need to audition few people who would be suitable for this. I mean, since I'm currently writing the other books in the series, haven't started with yet. So once I'm done writing, or I've reached a stage where I feel that I can concentrate on the other stuff, yeah, surely. I mean, it's something which I would want to do in the near future.
Exactly. Now, one thing that really impressed me about you being a first time author is that when you contacted the show to be a guest, you said, I just released a book and I'm interested in trying to promote it. And I'm looking at different markets and different ways to promote it. And this is exactly what authors have to do. Once that book is released, it can't just sit there. You have to find a way to get it out there to your target audience. Now, with this being a romance book, would you say, I'm assuming that your target audience will be women. What ages do you recommend for your book?
The ages means since it is you want a romance, it has quite a few quite a bit of profanity as well as sexual scenes. So definitely it should be around after above 18 to around 35, 40, that
Okay.
range. That would be pretty good. I mean, it's quite a wide range, and it's for romance. I think it will work good because when I started writing, I had my audience in mind. So like my target audience. So I wrote something which I could that could cater to their needs.
Excellent, excellent. Right. Okay, and do you happen to have I know it's an ebook, but do you happen to have a cover? Can you put the cover up so that we can see the cover of the book? Do you have that available in front of you?
The cover of the book. I mean, I have the paperback in my hand right now. So can
Okay,
I just show that?
absolutely.
Oh,
That's exactly what I was
yeah,
looking for. There we go.
yeah. This
Okay,
is the
great.
cover of my.
That is a great cover. Now, it looks a little, did you change the cover? Because it looks like a different cover on Amazon.
Actually, since this is a paperback, the cover looks a little different. But in Amazon, it gets the front figure is different, but the back and the title and the author name, everything's the same.
Okay, everything is the same. It's just so you have a different cover for the ebook and a different cover for the paperback book. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
I did it separately. That's why I just changed the cover. That's it.
Okay, great. Now, can you tell our listening audience how they can connect with you online?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm active even in Goodreads author page, and in Facebook. The pen name or the author name I've used goes is Sagarika. There's this Sagarika. So if they could just connect to my author page Sagarika in Facebook, they can get many updates about my book, and I
Okay,
also have a website, the Love Connection Haven. So
okay.
even in that website, I kind of review other books as well as discuss my books as well. So I'm active in all these platforms.
Awesome, awesome. Okay. And are you on Twitter as well? Twitter is a great place to
Yeah, I'm in
your
Twitter.
book.
Yeah, my name is Meghana_Sarathy at
Excellent.
Twitter.
Would you do me a favor after the interview? Send me a list of your contact information so we can put that on the Author Chat Facebook page. So that way our listeners can find you. They can find and try to grab a copy of your book. Okay. Now, let me ask you this. In India, is there a local library there? Have you had a chance to get your book in the local library?
Yeah, I have even do that. Like I'm trying to distribute it in my country in the local libraries as well. So I have few interviews with them in the coming week. So I'll just go to them and distribute my paperbacks to them, and through them I can sell it in India at a different price and can and so that it can reach the local people, because if they have to import it, that's going to get more expensive. So that's why I'm going to sell it at a different rate in India so that they can also buy it as well.
Great. And for our listening audience, one of the things that I recommend, and don't forget the Author Chat Show has a guide how to partner with your library and sell more books. And sometimes the best way to actually get into the library is to offer to do some type of a writing program. You are now what we consider an expert because you are a published author. So you can now go and say, I would love to do a program for some of your library patrons that might be interested in writing a book and exactly what the steps are to write a book. This is a great way to start opening up that door to have that relationship with your local library, because a lot of people, when my books first came out, the library was really instrumental in the word of mouth. People read the book, fell in love with it, and started telling other people. So this is a great way for you to get your book out there. So I hope you take advantage of that.
Yeah, definitely. I can definitely start doing that, and I would be quite interested in it as well. I mean, any kind of promotion or marketing which will even help me, and if we can be a win-win situation, so I think that will work out even fine. So yeah, I'm really open for all such opportunities, and I really talk to them about it.
Great, great, great. And are you currently working on any on a sequel or another book, Meghana?
Yeah, actually, the second book in the series, I've already finished writing it. Once I finish proofreading it, I'll send it to the editors for getting it edited. And
Mhm.
also, like, I tend to write at least 2 to 3 books at a time, because that helps me get a good flow. And so, together with this book, I'm writing another psychological thriller as well. So, I'm very excited about that. So, I just need to think which I'm going to release next. But very soon I'm going to decide on that. And I don't know, both these books are very dear to me, like two different, like one is the thriller and one is the romance. So when I write, it gives me a very good balance.
Awesome, awesome. So let me ask you, in your native country, how are people responding to the ebooks? Because this is a new format that just came out, I'd say, 2008, and really kind of took off after 2010. How are you finding more and more people are purchasing ebooks people that you know personally?
People who I know personally, I've definitely purchased it. In fact, when I first released my book, since it's my debut book, I just availed the KDP offer, which says that for at least, and I made the book free for the first 5 days.
Okay.
And so when I did that, and when I promoted my book within my social range, within my friends and within the country, I told them that they can download the Kindle app in their phones in case they don't actually own a Kindle, and then they can download my book for free. So that helped a lot. So initially, that's what people did. And once I charged it at $3, which is the usual price, even then I could see people like actually buying the book. So the growth rate, I mean, the growth has been stable. It has been increasing. I mean, it's not any tremendous, but still it's going good. So yeah, so that, slowly adopting to the changes, and they're reading ebooks now, which is actually a very good thing.
Wonderful. Another thing that I always tell our listening audience, a majority of our listeners are actually authors as well, and a lot of them are indie authors, is to make sure that if you're on Amazon, you take advantage of that Amazon Central. Have you been on there where you
Yeah.
can absolutely? Don't you find that a great format for you to not only put your books out there, but your blogs appear on there, videos? Talk to us about that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm trying to exploit it as much as possible. It's a really great platform for all the budding authors, because you can do an RSS feed for our blogs, post videos, have discussions. I think it's really good. And so is Goodreads. So mainly I focus on Twitter even for promotions, and even Facebook, as a matter of fact, because again, extensive promotion at affordable rates can be done in Facebook. So
Okay.
yeah, all three of them have really helped me.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we're down to our last couple of seconds on the show. Meghana, any last words for our listening audience? Anything that you'd like to impart some wisdom for those that might be interested in publishing their first book?
Oh yeah, sure. Like, all I want to tell them is that, sometimes it's just important to live up to our own expectations, the one we have set for ourselves, our own standards. Because when we do something which we are proud of, or which we feel content and happy with, then that's the greatest satisfaction you can get. And how others take it, how others react to it is actually secondary. Once you're happy with your product or the book you have written, eventually you will find readers who will see it from your point of view. So I think it's for me, it's all about self-satisfaction. And once it's out there in the public, the majority of them may not see it in the same way. There will be a few who will see it. And even if it's just a one reader
Hmm.
enjoys the book, or it might be hundreds or thousands, the happiness is just, I don't know, it can't be put in words. So it's a risk or it's a bold step which is totally worth taking for the, reviews you'll get at the end and for people and their opinions, and some might appreciate it. I mean, I think this that happiness, I don't know, it's on a totally different level. So for all the new budding authors out there, all I can say is just go ahead and publish your books without any worries of how it's going to be perceived or how the, because this step you're going to take, it's just for you. So it's your accomplishment. So it's something you should always feel proud of.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it any better. Well, listen, when book two comes out, you make sure you contact me. We love to have authors come back on the show and talk about their sequel, because we want our fans to, connect with us. And that's, I think, one of the best ways to connect is to be able to see the author, listen to the author talk about their work, and the reason that inspired them to write the book. So I'm going to leave this
Yeah.
on that note. What inspired you to write Love Connections?
Love. I don't know. For me, it has to be love, because the feeling of love when you fall in love and the kind of dreams you have. I don't know, the kind of turmoil of emotions you feel. So I just thought of writing a story which could depict all these emotions and still people would fall in love with it. So yeah, so love and my passion for writing is what made me write, and it's one of the decisions I'll always be very proud and happy about. Even down the lane, if I think back, I'll be extremely happy that I took this step.
There you go.
It's really very dear and close to my heart.
Wonderful, wonderful. And again, the title of the book is called Love Connections. Love Connections Series Book One. Again, this is Book One. She's getting some great reviews on Amazon. And currently, the Kindle price is $2.99. And unfortunately, I'm going to see if I can find on here the price for the paperback. Do you know offhand what the price of the paperback is?
Oh, yes, currently with importing, like it depends upon the country, it's $11.
$11. Okay, great. All right. And again, would you say and spell your name for our listening audience so that way they can find you on Amazon?
Oh yeah, okay. So my name is Meghana Sarathy. That is Meghana and the pen name for my book is Sagarika. That is Sagarika. So if you can just give Love Connection by Meghana Sarathy, or you can give Love Connection by Sagarika on Amazon, and you can find a link to my book.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you so much. We had some technical difficulties to get started, but we were able to get past that. And I'm so glad that we were able to come on and complete your interview. And we wish you all the best. And we look forward to having you return on the Author Chat Show.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm really very glad to be given this platform and this opportunity. And yeah, sure. When I next book I release it, I'll definitely contact you. Inshallah, thank you.
Oh, not a problem. And listen, now you go and enjoy the rest of your Saturday, okay?
Sure.
All righty. Bye-bye. Okay, so again, that was Megan, and she at Meghana, and she spells her first name Meghana. Last name is Sarathy, and the title of the book is Love Connection. Love Connection Series Book One. And again, you can download it to your Kindle for $2.99, or you can purchase the paperback. Well, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you guys right back here tomorrow on the Author Chat Show. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.